I give credit where credit is due. I'm probably the most pro anti-Trump comic out there. That mother.
You're not.
Shut the.
All right, guys. He's about to roast this girl like some beef.
No, that was the most racist joke ever.
So stay tuned and hit the like button to see what happens next. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to more BS I found on TikTok. And before we get into the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my vlog channel, man, for more content.
I just wanted to tell you that, like, since you're such a bad server, I stiffed you. I didn't tip you anything. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
No, I just wanted to give you a cash tip instead.
Did he not just say she was a bad server? Oh, you're a bad server, but here's $1,000.
Hey,
What you gonna do? He's holding cash in your hand.
Are you gonna take it or not?
I don't know. I'm like shaking. Are you serious?
Yeah, it's for you.
Bark.
Wait, what?
You hear the bark?
Yeah, are you not gonna bark?
Why am
They want you to bark.
Why am I barking?
He got you on camera giving you money. There ain't shit he can do.
You know what? It's men like him that make women talk shit about men.
You mean to tell me you ain't gonna bark? This is the flag!
Wait, why me?
Just because. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey man, all I gotta say is pretty privilege is a thing. Especially being a beautiful girl, you can live life on easy mode. You can get more things out of people. And I got no issues with that. That's just the way it is.
Dear ex-boyfriend, you were right about all those guys in my DMs. You were right about those guys that were trying to be my friend in person. I had different intentions than they did. You know, I wanted to be nice. I wanted a male friend. I also wanted you to have a male friend. And what I learned was when you confronted me, hey, I'm not comfortable with this guy talking to you. He has different intentions than you do. He doesn't care about the relationship or you. He doesn't respect the relationship. Can you please remove them? Can you please stop talking to them? I'm glad that I trusted your judgment because you were right all along.
So I sense a little bit of hostility there towards the end. Was this whole video sarcastic? Because if she did follow his guidance, they would still be together, right? She wouldn't be referring to him as ex. So I'm guessing she just made this whole video to say that he was wrong, pretty much.
After 2 months of talking, I told this guy yesterday that I wasn't ready for a relationship and he responded, "It's been great. Hope you have a good one." And then he blocked me. No effort, no pressure applied. I'm devastated.
You're devastated because he respected your decision.
You got to know your worth. If she's not on the same program, change the channel. You don't have time to waste with these girls, man. Stay on your mission.
Fuck up!
Shut the fuck up. As a white guy trying to talk for black people.
I'm
no,
not.
Bitch, no, you're not.
What are you upset about? It's not me.
Okay, how are you gonna come to a comedy show and get upset? That just shows the time we're living in, bro. People.
No, and shut up. Any black person ever tried to laugh at his fucking jokes? No. No, a white person trying to make fun of black people.
See, now you're crying, and I was just trying to make you laugh.
No, don't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You a bitch.
Why do you think I'm doing this for a living? You think I was a football player? I'm a bitch, god damn it. There's nothing you can say to me I haven't said 6 inches from the mirror. You're the first name going in my suicide note tonight. Have a good night, Kamala Harris. Now's the time I need you on my side.
No, that was the most racist joke ever.
No, I got like 4 more in the chamber. Did I say anything racist, Brian?
No, you're good, man.
Yeah, man. Brian is my one Asian friend. That's not racist. It would be racist if I had no Asian friends. What are you doing to stop Asian hate?
Yeah, how are you gonna come to a comedy show and be easily offended? This is why all the movies, all the TV shows are becoming trash, because people are afraid to keep it real, bro. We don't want to offend anyone. Everyone's so soft nowadays. She's really gonna come to a comedy show and get offended and start crying. What the hell? It's a joke.
I don't think my husband respects my position as stepmom.
Let's talk about that.
Your children, the ones that I did not create, they're allowed to do what you do. They sleep all day. They don't come out of the room. They don't do what they need to do.
Wait a minute, hold up. I want you to come over here. I want you to watch this. Let me show you something. Go sit over there. I have a little concern because your sons are not demonstrating that they are learning to be the kind of man I know you want them to be. They're going to demonstrate the kind of man you teach them to be. And I'm not really sure what to do about that. Can you hear me? Mm-hmm. That's how you do that. The woman has to talk to her man to get him to move the way she needs him to move. You're not gonna get nothing with that. Did you see that? Yeah. Yeah.
This is a very powerful video right here. I do think we need good role models to teach us how to communicate. The men need to see a balanced masculine man interacting with a woman, and women need to see a balanced feminine woman interacting with her man. The difference between the way they both communicated is astounding, man. It's like I was willing to listen to the older woman, even though it's not my problem, you know what I'm saying?
Me and my girlfriend were robbed, and how she acted during makes me want to dump her. 2 weeks ago, me and my girlfriend were walking home while a little drunk after a party, and we were robbed by an armed mugger. The guy stopped us, pulled out his firearm, told us to give him our stuff. I immediately gave him my wallet and phone. My girlfriend decided to be difficult. I don't know why. She's usually very smart, but this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen her done. She refused to give him her phone or purse. She decided that the best course of action was to argue with him. She kept yelling at me to do something, which led to the guy keeping his G and trained on me the entire time. She was just doing too much. She had no sense of self-preservation, and it was very clear she valued her material possessions more than my life. Eventually I took both from her and gave it to the guy, and he ran off. Afterwards she was pissed at me for keeping us both alive. I grew up in the hood, and I have had shit like this happen more than once. I know the best way to make it out of these situations is to just give them your shit so they'll leave. Yeah, it fucking sucks losing money, but that's a lot better than getting hurt or worse in the streets over a few $100s. Both of our lives are worth more than that. But she apparently didn't see it that way. Her utter lack of desire to keep both of us alive over money is a huge wake-up call to me. Like, if she's gonna be this fucking stupid in a potentially life or death situation, how can I trust her to be with me throughout the rest of my life?
He did the right thing. Why are you gonna argue with someone pointing a gun at you? Give them your shit. It's just stuff. And people are gonna use the excuse that she's drunk. When you're drunk, the unfiltered thoughts just flow out your mind, man. So in reality, she could have been a selfish bitch. You know what I'm saying? This actually reminds me of time of where I messed up in my previous relationship. Me and my ex was chilling at this mall, right? I was on my laptop, doing some work, doing some dilly-dallying. And all of a sudden, we see a bunch of people just start running and panicking in fear, complete fear over all their faces. And then my girlfriend noticed it and tapped on my shoulder because I had my headphones on. And then I started looking, I was like, oh shit, what the hell's going on? So apparently there was a shooter in the mall or some shit. I was trying to pack up my laptop, I was trying to get that shit in. But I was like, damn, I don't have enough time. I was like, fuck. So we started making our way out the mall. And in my mind, all I could think about was my laptop, was my equipment, was my camera. Because guys, I was so attached to my career, to my YouTube. And my laptop has all my video files and footage, so it was very valuable to me. I hold that shit close to my heart, man, because I spent my whole life on this, so it meant a lot to me. And I was like, fuck, I need to go back and get my laptop and camera and my equipment. I need to go back and get it, man. I need to. So I was determined to go back in there. So I went back in there, and my girl just followed me. I didn't tell her to stay, but I hoped she would have stayed out there while I went back in, but she followed me while I got my stuff. After we left the mall, it turns out that there wasn't a shooter. Someone just thought there was a shooter, and then it caused a panic, but there was no shooter. And when we went back to our hotel room, she got mad at me. because she said, wow, we could have just like lost your life just because you cared so much about your laptop. You cared more about your laptop than you cared about me. And in that moment, I was like, no, like that sounds so horrible. Like, I really did that? I wasn't even thinking. It's just what I did automatically. And she ended up to be right, man. In that moment, I guess I did care more about my career than I did about her. So at that point, she was thinking about leaving. But then we went on to date for like 5 more months. It got really toxic and we left. So I guess she was right for thinking about leaving. She probably should have left. You know what I'm saying? She probably should have left. And that's some real shit that I have to share with you guys. So my guy should definitely leave that girl for sure.
I once lost a girl. She left me after about 2 years. I took her virginity. Nice girl. I met her when she was about 19 years of age. This is a while back. And she broke up with me after 2 years. And her argument was, I've been with you 2 years. I gave you my virginity and you've seen me like 20, 25 times in 2 years. I was like, look, baby, I'm a busy man. And when she walked out, I was like, oh, shit, lost another one. Oh, man. I should have kept her. And then I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought, if I wanted to keep her, then I would have just kept her. I would have seen her more than 20 times in 2 years, wouldn't I? The truth is, if you want to keep her, you naturally will. And trying to organize it is just going to end up in a situation where you are doing things you don't want to do some of the time. And you should never be in that kind of situation.
So this is one thing I actually don't agree with. A virgin is pure, and it's up to you to be responsible and not take advantage of that virgin. How are you going to have sex with a virgin and only talk to her 20 times in 2 years, knowing that she was a virgin? I wouldn't do that, man. That's why I can't mess with virgins, because I know they are gonna want to bond afterwards. They take sex very seriously. And me knowing that, I can't just take her virginity and then not talk to her or not be with her. I'm gonna feel like shit. So I would only talk to a virgin if I'm looking for a wife or if I'm looking for her to be the mother of my children. I wouldn't just take her virginity and then just treat her like a regular hoe. Can't do that, man. And that's where I think a lot of guys mess up and create women that have this disdain for men. We need to own up to our shit, man, and be responsible. And with that said, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out.
Hey, got a text, but I'm busy, bitch. I ain't got the time, ain't no rolling on my wrist. She give me throat first night, now she wanna link. I told her that I'm sorry, I don't do relationships.